Alright. So, my last video went through fine. Before I post the other in remembrance of Austin Metcalf, I came across Austin Metcalf's dad reveals he was disrespected after being thrown out of Carmelo Anthony press conference, hoped to pray with accused Red Rummer's family. The Red Rummer. You want to pray with the Red Rummer's family. I ain't really no accused. He's the Red Rummer's family. Um, let's remember he already said he forgave Carmelo. So I'm not putting it past that he did want to do that. And then for a man like Dominique Alexander, who has his own skeletons not so in the closet with abuse allegations, to say his disrespect to, they want a divide. Not they, but media and certain folk wants divide. While a lot of good-hearted people such as Jeff Metcalf, myself, and others that I've seen in my comments want to bridge that gap, some folk just prefer to stay whatever. But the father of slain teen, August Metcalf, said he hoped he could pray with the family of his son's Red Rummer, but wound up feeling disrespected when he showed up earlier this week at a press conference organized by the Red Rummer Ken and got thrown out. And yes, y'all probably can tell I am switching up some stuff like the alleged part and the accused part, but whatever. Carmelo Anthony's family held the press event last Thursday in Dallas, a few days after the 17-year-old was allowed to leave jail on house arrest. But the proceedings came to a halt when Austin's father, Jeff Metcalf, showed up out of the blue, only to be escorted out by a pack of Dallas cops. He thought it could have been handled differently. They should have pulled me up to the front and said, we are so sorry, our condolences. The only thing I would have said was, okay, can we pray together and show the world we're united? I'm going to say that one more time for them slow folks in the back. So, when he showed up, he's just something simple as they could have pulled me up to the front and said, apologize and said our condolences. Not that Metcalf boy that like the mama said. The only thing I would have said was, okay, can we pray together and show the world we're united? Can we pray together and show the world we're united? Maybe I wouldn't have had to relocate. But whatever. After the impromptu appearance, both Metcalf and his ex-wife had police called to their houses in swatting pranks. I hope they find out who did that and lock them people up. He confirmed to the Post. He also resigned from his real estate job Saturday, fearing his colleagues and clients' safety. He said, hold up. I'm trying to wrap my head around which people want to deny the Metcalf family is being harassed, but clearly they are, because I've read numerous times that they have been swatted. Like they're sending people are making up stuff like they're hearing pow shots. But okay, but Metcalf said he meant no ill will by showing up at the event. He simply wanted to represent Austin. In response to people disparaging him online, painting the late teen as a violent bully. No proof of that, but Metcalf said he'd hoped for an apology from the Anthonys for the actions of their son, who said he said not alleged, said he did it, took Austin's life. Also 17, in the heart during a fight over a seat at a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas earlier this month. What he did not expect was to be escorted out of the building by Dallas police. At the conference, Carmelo's mother, Kayla Hayes, spoke through tears about what she called lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, claiming they had put claim they have put my family in danger. Your son put your family in danger. I don't know how you get around that part. Your son put your family in danger. Anthony's parents had previously said he acted in self-defense when Metcalf physically attacked him, suggesting they planned to fight their son's first-degree red rum charge. But their latest statements at a private event space were delayed a full half hour as organizers tried to figure out what to do about the looming Metcalf. I get a text. My phone's blowing up. It's the FNDA, he said. Jeff, leave, Metcalf recalled. My ex-wife texted me. Leave. They'll call the cops if I don't get the... wait a minute. They'll call the cops if I don't get the F out of there. Man, I hate even talking about this. That's why I don't show no picture of this man, Dominique Alexander, because he ain't no activist. He's a abuser. Metcalf did not care for Alexander's comments, nor do I. After I leave, that he says the man's name, Dominique, but after I leave, that thing just gaslights out of me. Says I'm disrespecting. I'm so disrespectful. I'm disrespecting the dignity of my son by showing up. No, he's representing his son, who is no longer here. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. My character's been assassinated. Or they've tried to... Wait a minute, it says assassinated. And they say, or they've tried to assassinate my character. I don't know. This people sometimes. This is my point. We're both victims. My son's unalive. Their son will be in prison. No, you're not both victims. I get what you're saying, Mr. Metcalf, but they'll still be able, like I've said this in previous times, they'll still be able to see their son. They'll still be able to talk to their son. Their son will see the light of day again, most likely. Your son is going to miss out on a lot of stuff. But it's the end of the day. Carmelo needs to be accountable for his actions, he said. And his parents aren't even putting that together. Oh, this man wasn't there to harass he simply wanted there to represent his child, as he should. It was open to the public, or did they say it was or at first they said it was open to the public, but then this says something about private, and then he gets at a private event space. It don't say it was. He all of a sudden, people knew real quick that he was there, because he said the DA started texting him, his ex-wife started texting him. They called the cops, and all this man wanted to do was pray with the family to stop this ignorance of the battle of the back and forth with the racists, the Caucasian people and black people. But no, their family, if anything, and I'll say this again, they said, witnesses state, and allegedly, this is the one time I can say allegedly when it comes to Carmelo. He said Austin touched him first. Touched. Not punched, not choked, not nothing where his life was in danger. And then the other thing that's alleged was Carmelo Anthony started the threat first by saying, touch me and watch what happens. We'll see what it all boils down to. But y'all, please remember, y'all can share your opinion, but don't get disgusting over here about this young man's life no longer being here. I'm out.